The Seminole Wars. How many people know about the Seminole Wars? There was 3 of them. There was the first, the second, and the third. Images like what you're going to see haven't been seen in this area and on this river for over 100 years. In fact, today is the anniversary of the signing, 187-year anniversary of the signing of the Indian Removal Act, also known as the Trail of Tears. The Seminole were actually involved prior to the Second Seminole War in 3 different wars. These men knew how to handle soldiers. All right, stand back. We're going to show you a nice big show. Every show needs to start with a bang, and this one's no exception. Now, in this scenario, there were many scenarios like this in the Seminole War, where there was usually 1 or 2 soldiers remaining on the battlefield after it was all over. Some either, ran or were killed. The Seminoles, after the soldiers would use up their firearms, they would go in with hand weapons to finish the job. And a soldier probably found a saber. He's going to try to defend himself. All right, guys. Thank you. Now for that fight, we did have the soldier come out on top before, but the guys, everyone included, decided that it was a more truthful thing to portray both sides dying, as both sides lost something in the war. So Quentin is our wrestler. Again, as I said before, the soldiers had no training. Any training they brought to the war was something they got before they entered the army. All right, guys. Nice. The next guy we're going to show you, this is my favorite. This is a knife and tomahawk. Anytime you mention the native warrior, what is their weapon? A knife and a tomahawk. And there's a reason for this. This weapon was so effective on the battlefield during those times that it is embedded in American history, American psyche. Everyone knows about it. You sit there, you see the rifle, you see the spear, you go, can he really beat this guy? Well, we're going to find out. Remember, this warrior's father was in the war before and taught him everything he knew about bayonet fighting. The U.S. Army stuck to and trained, if they trained them at all, simple line fighting, march, aim, fire, firing lines. They did not teach them guerrilla warfare, they did not teach them hand-to-hand fighting. Thank you. Thank you. Now, a big question in the Seminole Wars, some people wonder if women fought in battle. There is a book called Crania Americana. And in this book, by Samuel George Morton, there were specimens collected. 2 of them were women. They were labeled Female Warrior of Florida, Woman, and Seminole Woman of Rank. That means that both of these were either seen on the battlefield, one was commanding, one was actually in the fight. What we believe and what we know is that the women were in the battles. Were they on the front lines? We don't know, but we do know that the women were used as powder runners. They would run ammunitions back up to the line and then fall back to the back line. What this is a soldier is walking around, he sees 2 young women, wondering what they're doing, where they're going. These 2 are on a mission. He just sees them, he wants to ask them questions, and we'll see what happens.
Come here.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is Osceola's Warrior Legacy. Thank you. We hope you had a good time. The reason why we do the show is we hope it draws interest in people in a different kind of way. We hope you see the actors and the characters in the war in a different way. You see the soldiers more personally. You see the Seminoles more personally. That's why we do the show.